course, we're going to be talking about Kiss. And it's really cool, kind of how I first discovered the band, because it all kind of started when my mom actually recommended me Paul Stanley's autobiography. And this was probably at least a few months after I picked up the guitar. And what I didn't know about Paul Stanley until I started reading this book is that he was also born with microtia. Or if you don't know what that is, that's basically the fancy medical term for a missing ear. And so, the book was great because, of course it talked about, it talked about Paul's life, up to that particular point. So, I talked about early days of Kiss and, all that good stuff, right? It was a really cool read. And one of my favorite things that he talked about, I really got a kick out of this, because before I got the surgery for my hearing aid, I kind of did the exact same thing, but with my phone. He said in the book, it was something along the lines of, he would put his bad side up against the speaker, and he could hear, and kind of feel the vibrations through bone conduction. I just thought that was hilarious, in a cool way, because I did the exact same thing with my phone. Like, when nobody was home, I'd crank up the volume. I'd crank up the volume and kind of have the, the speakers at the bottom, pointed at the side of my head, and then I'd, put it there, and I could kind of feel the vibrations and stuff, kind of like how my hearing aid works now. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. So I just thought it was just kind of a cool, funny connection that I was able to make right away. And then, of course, going into the music, I actually got the chance to see Kiss on the End of the Road tour. It was basically a year before, the pandemic hit. So it was March or something, spring of 2019. And that was great. Me and my dad went. It was a fantastic show. They came out on the risers with Detroit Rock City. Played all the classics, and it was really fun. Paul, I think it was Cold Gin. They had the rocket solos at the end, that kind of thing. I thought that was really cool. Of course, being a guitar player, getting a kick out of the solo, and then, he'd shoot the rockets. Tommy Thayer would shoot the rockets and all that. So that was really fun. And then I think it was I Was Made for Loving, Paul would swing around the stadium on the, what would you call it? Like a zip line type thing, right? And we were kind of right by the pad where he flew over, so that was fun to kind of watch him sing that. And it was a great show, I mean, it's Kiss. You're going to get a great live show, right? And another really cool connection is that Kiss, Detroit Rock City was the first time that I ever played for a live audience. Maybe we'll have to dig up that clip and share it on here for you in a little bit. I did it at it was like a local kind of talent show my sophomore year of high school. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. I loved it. It was such a special moment because I'd been playing for about a year, but hadn't quite played live yet. Maybe I'd gone live on Instagram or something before, but I never really played in front of a live audience up until that point. So it was just me and my SG and a little Marshall amp, and it was great. It was so fun to finally play for a live audience for the first time. It's such a cool moment for any musician. And I guess favorite riffs and stuff, of course Detroit Rock City is always going to be a special one for me, but I also love War Machine. And then, the other one too I really like is Parasite. 100,000 Years, I really get a kick out of that one. That's a cool one, that thumping kind of bass line. Heaven's on Fire. There's just, so many great tunes. God of Thunder. Lots of really fun stuff. So I guess that kind of sums everything up so far with Kiss. No, I'm really thankful that I got to see him live, and it's really cool. That I had that excuse me. It's really cool that I was able to find somebody like Paul early on that really kind of motivated me. Since he's kind of in the same boat that I'm in, if that makes sense. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys for the next one. Take care. Have a good week.